I'm not even going to touch YouTube right now. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Um, don't mute. Microphones. How do I delete that? Never mind. Speaker. There we go. It's moving. It's moving stiff. I don't know what is going on with this, but I don't know why it doesn't want to use my. I don't know why it doesn't want to use my actual webcam. We'll try this again. Something. So once upon a time, in this very land, I think it was Nabil sent me a link, or somebody sent me a link whereby it was a YouTube link. It was a YouTube link, and something about it kept making. There we go. Something about it kept making my computer crash. It would just make my whole computer crash. It would crash my graphics, something, something. And it was because I was opening YouTube. And then when it just happened just now, guess what I had opened? Right. Let's give this a go. Okay, I can't do that. No worries. Can I make Nabil is actually a moderator on TikTok. I love it. Right. Right. So now we're actually like TikTok live, and I can't even check it on my phone because that's what I'm using. It's because of a Chrome. I don't think it is. It might be, but then why is it inconsistent? If it is because of Chrome, why is it inconsistent? Let me whisper, whisper. Why does my profile picture coffee or tea? What are you talking about? It's just yapping. Cool. Okay, so how does my face cam look there? How does my audio sound as well? That's what I'm more interested in. Oh, the audio sounds horrible. What? Um. Oh, it's because I had it at the same volume as like the game. Even then, it still sounds really bad. Okay, what if I just turn the... How about now? Now it's going to be super loud. Oh, that's perfect. Almost. 400%. I'll leave the game at like 50, I think. Cool. All right, let's see if that makes any difference to You know what, DJ? That ended up not being a bad thing, you know. I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that. Right, I guess we just wait and see what this ends up looking like. Oh yeah, so we're at this whatever the hell it is. I think I know one thing I want to do as well. One more thing. I hope I can change this midstream. Doesn't seem like I can. I'm going to put this over here. Yes, so now I've got both my stream chats together. Perfect. If only, if only. I think it might just be a bit too late. Change the audio bit rate, but yeah, I can't. Should have probably made it a little bit higher. What's my audio bit rate on OBS? Out of curiosity. I'm not getting the full information I would like to, but that's all good. Whatever. We move. Right. You've been getting crashes to desktop with KCD. I was doing so for a while, but then it seems to have sorted itself out. So I'm good now. I'm also going to move this up here. This down here. Why won't it let me use that space? Okay, how about that? I don't want the follower goal to be so big. It's not like the main. It's not like the main thing. That will do for now. I think the first clue to a TSW route got well released. What do you mean, ASR? So where are we at? We're playing with Godwin now, ain't we? Playing with Godwin, so we can lock all of these off. Get support from Anna Wildstein. How do we do that?
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Bocek? I'd like to
Wake him
check
up
your
from his
horses
slumber.
out. See if they're as good as you say.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without a by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our
Everyone is a
conversation?
respectable,
Or just for being
respectful
you?
man.
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then, I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sasau. But
I'll
he
check
took
after,
his
DJ. I don't know off the
boozing
top of
and
my head
whoring
how
along
many
with
hours in I am.
lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
What?
We've never met, and we have no cause to be enemies. Take back your challenge, and we'll sort things out peacefully.
You've got no other option. You insulted Father's honor.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for violence. I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires, and then...
Out of the question. This uncouth lout needs a lesson. And he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace, I have at least one son I can be proud of.
You want satisfaction? You'll get nothing but shame. As always. Suit yourself, then. We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard, but quietly. We don't have to put on a show for the crowd.
After you.
Well, that's that. Now, where were we?
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christopher will sort it out, you'll see.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel,
Where?
man against man.
Oh, right.
Stay back.
Left arm lower!
Should be pretty simple. This guy has no shame fighting someone who's older,
That will
older than
do.
his dad.
Good day.
Same to you.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. That you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
Keep it private.
I can't talk much about it.
So we're all allies, but only from here to here. Good to know.
How's he being nosy for? Mind your business, brother.
After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
Do I have any choice?
If it's really that important, you don't.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay
I
for
think
one,
it's beyond
because that would be an
postponed,
outright
DJ.
admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
I think it's
Alder's
beyond
got some
postponed at this
clout
point,
with
mate.
councillors and
I think
burghers
it's
who are
completely
loyal to
cancelled.
Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
From what I
I
remember
expect
reading,
Alder's not the only one
um,
you're after.
they've basically been
Leave
put
Alder
off
to
by
me.
the
The plan
competition,
sounds
and
sensible,
they
and he's no
deemed
fool.
themselves
I
too
don't know how to
small
thank you.
to try
You
and
can drag me
compete
to a
against
tavern
the
sometime.
competition,
Pa doesn't need
which
to
I
know
believe
about
is such
it.
a rubbish mindset to have
You're starting to sound like
as
a
like
brother.
a business who already had began developing a product. So it's a shame. It's a great shame, but that's their yeah, that's where they're at with that, unfortunately. I mean, the thing is, if I don't know, man, they seemed like they were really ready to be that serious competition. But if they could have been, if they were put off that easily, then honestly, maybe it's for the better. Where is?
Burghers in Moravia feared in the last war.
Oh, the beds were confusing me. The arrows on top of the beds.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Rutar.
Of course. Once it comes
I
to
will do
protecting
ASR.
property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
What about me is crazy. I wouldn't want to. You know what? Go on.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain too, eh? On the other hand, the lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Harish can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
So, will you support our plan?
You're selling the skin of a boar that's still grunting. First, I want a confirmation that the wedding will take place as soon as possible.
And what if Lord Capon refuses?
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your
Thank you
plan.
very much, Luli.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Dilly dallying. Let's do that. Thank you very much for the follow as well. Is there more for us to do here, by the way? I know we're sort of hardcore on these main missions. What land are we in? Oh, we're still in... Okay. There's not really much more to do here, to be fair.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the Elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? By Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
Well, there's one little catch. I had to promise him... I don't even know how to begin.
Out with it.
Lord Kunstadt has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon.
The game's
to
called
marry
Kingdom Come
Yitka
Deliverance
of
2.
Kunstadt. Godwin, you
Sorry, I forgot to read
conniving old bastard.
your message that
Oh,
you
fuck.
asked me to read.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece?
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Cheers!
Cheers to you, and to your parlaying skills.
I still don't know if this is truly a good thing or not. Right. A Roblox game wanted to have branding for Tri-Rail, and well, they got denied because an undisclosed train simulator has an exclusive branding deal with them for 5 years, and already the only possibility is DTG. Is it though?
It's quite unusual
Is it?
to see him cornered like this.
I'll bet my last groschen he's setting.
Why
the
can't
stage
it be,
for his final performance. I hope there'll be no singing. I've had a few nightingales, and they all screeched like the
Could it be
devil.
something for Train Sim
Careful
Classic?
with those groschen, my friend.
What is this about?
Oh, nothing.
I want to say Simra, but I really have no faith right now in Simra bringing the one US route they've announced, let alone another one. So I don't know. It's likely, but if they secured the license in 2024, and people have been crying out for a US route for this long, why haven't they done it with them yet? And also, why would it be an exclusive? Was it an exclusive deal? Let me go back and chat. Yeah, why an exclusive deal? That's odd. That's very, very odd. Why not just like a normal deal that will still allow other games to use the licensing, to use the branding? It's the same rolling stock as San Bernardino. I mean, I don't know. It's like logically, it's probably TSW. I guess I'm more hoping it's someone else, you know. It's a hope. Why the question mark, Lily? What's confusing you?
Exactly why we mustn't
I
push
haven't
too
had a
hard.
good So, Bocek, your niece Yivka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstadt.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yivka and the
You know Godwin's not
unhappy
going to turn
Lord
down a drink.
Here's to a good bargain.
Yeah, good point, ASR. Good point. Thank you for 1k likes, Lily. Right, so we've got his support. Who else are we waiting on? I've no longer got anything to do. I'll get support from Anne. How are we going to do that? Where is she? Very important, despite all the gossip about husband's timely death, she maintains a reputation of a clever woman in her own right, as well as a savvy deal maker. Her skill could be useful. Okay, but there's no like clue as to like move forward with her. And why is her reputation here so bad? I'm sure it would have been said in a conversation already, like how to get her on our side. However, it's been a week since I've last played, so could do with at least a little bit of hand holding from the game. Am I gonna have to Google this? Because I'm literally like clueless. Who are you? Elishka. Where's Anna? We'll have a look over at the other side. Or she's one of these women hanging around. Nope. Can't even talk to any of them.
God grant you health.
Alan Thompson swearing on a DCG stream. Oh really? Thought these would have been private quarters. No one's gonna be up there realistically. Right, let me have a quick Google then, because I ain't got a Scooby-Doo. What to do from this point forward? Say excuse me, mate. Jesus. What's this mission actually called? Like, what's this current King's Gambit? Walkthrough guide. She's upstairs by a window. Oh, are you talking upstairs? Upstairs. That would make sense. We haven't had a proper look there. Legend. Thank you,
God be
mate.
with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be
Jamie,
with
I had to
you.
apologize. It's
What
not that
would
deep, man.
be?
Your
I
diplomatic
mean, I guess it is for
support
them,
and your money.
but I think the
No
majority of
beating
people
around the
would not
bush,
care
eh?
less.
I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources
Why do all the US
to...
like passenger stock
To
look
muster an army that
similar,
Margrave can't afford
if
on
not
his own?
exactly the same?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mum. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harman Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Harman Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
You know what? Let's do it.
All right, I'll help.
We need her help. She
Or at
knows her
least I'll
worth.
give it a try.
Alder will
Let's go for
surely
it.
have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorin's groom has eyes everywhere.
Let's have a little nosy at what exactly this document say. Okay, we can't read them. Right, they're in a shed somewhere. My guess is D2G will just make an upgrade F40 from the now defunct. I guess their mentality would be one of,
Greetings to you.
like, it's kind of a violation with those out of our hands that, you know, the Caltrain DLC is no longer licensed and therefore highly unlikely to move forward to future iterations. So let's basically, in a smart way, sort of make up for that. Because if the stock is going to be similar, it doesn't seem that it's going to take a ton of work. Can I talk to this guy?
Greetings. What do you need?
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around here must be a pain in the arse, no? You might get thirsty.
Not really. What of it?
That's not going to work.
Shall we roll some dice? I'm sure you can take a little breather, eh?
Well, all right. But just for a little while. I'll wait at the table over there.
I mean, that was easy. That was easy. was it. Simple as that. Now let's go and play dice with him. You know, make it all nice and chill. He won't suspect a thing.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
It's been a while since we played the spotted dice, you know. Let's see if I still got it. Whatever it is. You know what? I'm gonna take a gamble with these 3 dice. No. Didn't pay off. I mean, there's no money on the line or anything, so... Whoa! That was solid. I'm not gonna make the same mistake he did. Or shall I say that I did? Didn't he have 3 twos there? Why didn't he go for that?
Like this.
Please go, bastard, I beg. You know what? Thank God we're not playing.
And the money goes to me.
Thank God. Wait, what? Money? There was no money. Good game, mate. I guess we both came out winners out of that one move. If someone from Twitch can do me a huge favor, I don't know when Nabil's not around at the moment. If you can hop over to my TikTok live stream and just let me know if like the volumes are all good, that would be great.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady.
I never fall off ASR.
God will...
Yes,
DJ, the audio on TikTok, mate. Audio on TikTok. I know Twitch is good. Yes, more drink.
How could
Let's
I
go.
refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anne.
Bro is drinking
and
with everyone.
the success of our efforts.
But he just needs to take like a sip of like each drink, right? He doesn't need to like properly, you know, down like a whole pint every time.
I'm still hoping it works out.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion
Oh my
of
God,
the
he wants more
negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstad will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours. we'll give you coin.
Yes. The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslaus, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
It's been set up. I think for now,
Lords Kunstadt,
DJ, I don't know why I can't
Radzik,
use my
and
my actual
We'll
webcam.
set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
It only comes through on the left channel. Okay. I'll see if there's anything I can do about that. Once the cutscene is over. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, Capon's been stitched up a little bit here. My thinking was, mentioning him, was that I was definitely not going to make Godwin say himself. That would have been weird. And I don't know much about who is this Liechtenstein person. So, that only left Capon. So, you know. It's what it is.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants. Chicken shits. Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the City Council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns.
The monastery one was...
The Hungarians
Wait,
are rebelling.
where am I pouring from?
Our army is falling apart.
Oh my god, over
and we
there.
have
I
enemies
completely
here
forgot.
on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries?
I believe white was the monastery one,
They
from what I
cannot be
remember.
relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago.
You don't. Can't you tell white from red?
Oh no, was the
Well,
red on the monastery
no
one?
matter. At least the Takai will remind us of our
Whoops.
home. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us.
Why is the
With
god
a
just watching us
single
like that?
word, He would have put the nobility in their place.
Yeah,
and
EM11.
flourish.
Bit too late.
God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest
Thank you,
will
though.
fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress
You
standing
know your stuff when it
every
comes to
damn
this
hill.
game, isn't it, EM11?
What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only...
Let's pause that there real quick and try and figure out why Patek Sokodo is only coming from one side. Okay, that should have fixed it now, DJ. It should be playing from both sides. Thank you for letting me know. And volume wise and balance wise, everything okay?
And relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas's reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace, at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting.
Why
for the
didn't you
right
say it
moment.
like that in the first
He'll
place, my
switch
boy?
sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously.
Doesn't the bald guy know what Henry looks
If
like?
Bohemia is a wasp,
How has he not, like,
then
noticed
Hungary
him?
is a viper's lair. You will follow
Third.
his footsteps.
Damn. Makes sense. You're playing it through like differently in like different ways, or what's your angle?
To your health.
Welcome back, Jackson.
And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in the land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
Was Henry meant to be standing in front of him during that little bit? I think he was.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Raposh. Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Oderin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours.
We were standing here
After
initially,
all,
so
Otto has already got knowledge.
we'll go back to position.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly! If Raposh falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
Rabosh is currently falling, mate. You guys have no
To
clue.
raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
To bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall?
Thank you, DJ.
Those sycophants would
Just have
only
groceries delivered. Nice one,
benefit from
Jackson.
a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary.
The idea of having groceries delivered has always appealed to me, but I've never fully.
Hide nothing from us.
Well, other
There's
than a
been
few
enough
times.
fretting, sire. You shall
Never
see.
properly gone for it.
Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
Bit more energy,
today's
mate.
And those of the future.
One of these guys sounds like Captain Price for sure. Use that creeping outside. Oh, I wasn't making him drink this much. Make him sing. Or should we make him sing? Musty Maiden is crazy.
Now we close our doors for the evening. People here know what to do. There'll be plenty more tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday too.
So am I gonna have to navigate him like this? We did not get him this strong. I don't care. It was not us that got him this strong.
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success.
He doesn't need any more
As they
drink.
say,
All's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows. Touching. Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Yeah, I know ASR. That's why I said earlier, like, they've got no clue what's been going on in Rabosh.
Not a bit. I'm just a cynical old pragmatist.
In that case, in quite simple and pragmatic terms, the wine has run out.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs.
He just wants to drink. I can't help him at this point. He's beyond help.
With that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it.
He's not going to get anywhere. You can barely see his 2 feet.
Filled with grease. The roast was calling out to me, begging to be eaten.
How'd you like her wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste. The king himself had wine delivered for his table according to my advice.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if you'd only known he had a real connoisseur here.
Best barrels! Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain. For that, the taste is of little consequence.
Well, that's everything we needed to know. Let's have a little chat with everyone, and then we'll go looking for the extra jug of wine.
Not a bad one, but it's more suited for a ride in the woods or a hunt.
Having a good time? It's a fucking bore. These old farts here have no idea what fun is. Well, what are you missing? There's wine, food, even a few females worth the same. I'd rather have a game of dice. I want a good punch-up. Well, let's
Play
have
some
a game
dice.
then. But for what? For a coin? What else?
I don't know how much money this guy actually has. Let's go 50.
Let's make it 50
I don't even know if he has 50 on
to
him.
spice things up. Nice. If I'd known you had that kind of coin on you, I'd have pinched it long ago.
How are we even going to be able to see the dice? No. Nice. Just about.
God be with you. G'day, g'day.
Just about. Rubbish hand, but you know what? We can't do any worse than we did earlier. No chance.
God be with you, my friend.
Good day.
Oh my god. Godwin, behave yourself, man. What have we got? 3 4s. I feel like I should have just passed. I don't know if that was wise. Saved by the bell. In this case, saved by the 5. I'll take it. We're up 750 to 0. Oh, he's having a stinker, dry devil. You are having a stinker, lad. And it's about to get worse. $1,400 to 0 is wild. But watch him just have like a crazy, crazy hand. Like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not like that would really do much for him in his current position, but you know. Could be some strings to cling on to. Is he really just rolling that 1 dice alone? He's definitely had too much to drink himself.
God be with you. And with you.
Right, we just need...
Greetings.
God be with you.
50 more points. Which is basically that. Thank you very much, mate. I thought he might get like upset that we've beaten him. Who else is here to talk to? Who's that? Well, check. I guess the last person we'll speak to, and then we'll go looking for that.
Looking too happy at the moment.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you, my lady.
The exclusive jar of wine. Oh, God, please
you're
fine.
still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir Hanush?
It's not a
Raise
burp,
an
ASR,
army,
it's a fart.
prepare
Well, I think
a
he does
wedding
both.
feast and all that.
All hail
He does
yachts.
both. The gas got to
He
come out
sorted
from
things
somewhere,
out
innit?
here nicely. He got my money for a start, and that's more than I wanted to give him. But you know how it goes. Give them a finger. I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with him. He's still young and full of piss and vinegar. I'm too old
What does that even
and
mean?
fond of my comfort.
Did you at least discuss with Hanush where the wedding will take place?
Nothing
Basically.
to discuss. The wedding will take place at our castle Littitz, of course. It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than here, and that still wouldn't be much.
Ah, but there are 2 castles in Ratai. I'd bet my right arm old Hanush will want to have the wedding there.
What? In Ratai? Well, I ought to look into that then.
But deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's messenger anymore.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you, my lady.
It's easy for you to say.
Oh, where would the wine even be? We can't even like see where the maids and stuff bring it from. Right, let's try and figure this out. First and foremost, let's sober him up a little bit if we can. It says hangover passes. We're not exactly hungover right now. Oh, he's got money. We're not hungover right now. We're just straight up drunk.
You don't need an expensive horse for that.
Housemaid. She's still sitting there plucking away at her chicken. Oh.
I've got some warm wood downstairs.
You know what? We got 2 marigold potions. I'm gonna try drinking 1. Would that help get it with the drunkenness as well? Or would it just be a hangover? His drunkenness meter's going down like a tiny bit. Right, where's this exclusive wine? Jesus. Copper plate. Another copper plate. Where's the wine? It's got to be hidden away down here somewhere, right? There's wine here, but I think that's just like normal wine. Take the white, take the reds. That's just normal wine though. Where's the special stuff? Is it hidden away under here? I can't even. Why can't I search that? Or is that something only Henry can do? Something's to rob here and I can't figure out where. An egg. Where am I even meant to be taking that from? If it's not here, where could it be? I'm certain it's not these ones. These have to be just like the normal one.
The rat'll be good, I hope.
Or are we gonna figure it out as we go? Oh, the pictures on the table are right. Interesting.
Now there's a piece of horse
so
flesh for you, Rudard.
People have been drinking
Not like
from
that
them.
nag of yours.
There's like wine all over the floor.
What the hell do you feed it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of the fortress.
Uh-oh. FSR, you called it.
That's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Oh boy.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Uh-oh.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the
Hey, so you actually called it.
Seize the nobles!
Godwin's sitting there drunk as hell. I mean, this is what dried number one is really, isn't it? How are we even going to begin to do this?
Jesus! Just surrounded Christmas. He can't make it on his own.
We're dealing with him nicely though. Just back, go wherever Peter goes, we go. Glad our friend's not drunk anymore. I mean, it's very unfair, but you know what? It's good finally being on this side of the fence, rather than Henry was being outnumbered. Now these guys are outnumbered. We are knackered. We are knackered. So who's that then? Who is that fella? Godwin just undrunk himself. Yeah, pretty much. He had no choice. My fan's blowing like really hot air at me, but it's better than just nothing.
Yes? Hmm?
So have we just arrived then? Are we Henry now? Yeah.
Quick!
I was gonna say, dress up for a war, my friend.
You led him on nicely.
Get ready to leave this life. True blood, yeah! No, you don't. You got him! Yeah! Don't spare him!
Go on then, mate. Let's have it. Let's have it. How is Henry missing that? Henry's sword is just too OP.
No chance, you wretch! Who's had it?
Yo, we got a little tag team going on here. Hey, there he is. There's the boy. I don't know where his sword's got though. Bro, he's fighting with his hands. You know what? I respect it. Maybe he didn't fully undrunk himself. Maybe he didn't. Oh, nerd, mate. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just for the sake of balance.
A little too close. Fuck me. Do my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin.
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't. They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
Where did they go? Back to Rattay?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan.
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while. Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein.
Oh no, they got her.
She didn't stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother. But only almost. Good work.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father.
Was that Van Berghoff?
But nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally. The same as Rutard and Botchek.
Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either. We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghoff took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you. But von Berghoff's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
Markvart bragged about it to Sigismund, and Sigismund promised to make him Lord of Raborsh in return.
When he sees what von Berghoff did with it, he'll shit himself.
You find that funny? Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and slaughtering innocents? Who else has to die before we do something about it?
Go on, Henry. You tell him.
We were neck deep in corpses before you bothered to turn up.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat, trust me.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund.
Well, are you surprised? Look around. Sigismund showed everyone what's coming for all who resist him.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
Alright, Jackson. I just read that EM11.
Oh, God's teeth.
Good that we went for him as quickly as we could then.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it. I'll be with Christopher.
Right. We'll focus on these main missions first while chaos is still at hand. You, come here.
This is a nightmare. Sit and stay.
Not time for you to be running around like a madman. One of them is here. Who is it?
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berghoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Oh, it was von Berghoff.
Even a man like you can't know everything.
How do we just get...
At least you're
money?
all alive.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack
Hello, Simon.
the
How you
Jewish
doing, mate?
quarter.
God's
Good to see ya.
wounds. We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
Maybe he'll come back. Or maybe the crows are feasting on him
R.I.P. to them, man.
Didn't even spare the animals.
My Tempest lost his life too. They put enough arrows in him to knock down 3 like him.
Even the horse got it.
I don't know. I saw him bolting out the gate. Someone set his mane and tail on fire. Maybe he survived. Maybe he'll come back. Or maybe the crows are feasting on him already. Poor animal.
And to us?
We have to take care of young Sir Christopher and hope his father comes back soon.
Yes. The best thing we can do is to keep doing our work.
What if the
Oh, the
old
housemaid that
lord
was plucking the
Vassili's
chicken.
come back? Then we'll have a young
They got her as well.
He's not a little boy anymore. Soon he'll get married and have a
That's one step too far, man.
Blood, but most of it probably wasn't his.
You did. But I still insist that it was necessary.
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes 2 of us. Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
I talked to Godwin. He said you know each other?
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather.
Thank you very much for the
Martin.
sub.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there.
Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Why are you even telling me this?
I thought you would want to know. Martin was raising you instead of being with Mother. And me.
I know what it's like. My real father rejected
Show
me
empathy.
too. I learnt the truth only after Pa's death.
You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I'm sorry. But now you need to pull yourself together. This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
What's a Gezerah?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I'll come. And Liechtenstein already knows about it too.
Very well. We should get going right away.
There's nothing left to do here, I don't think.
Let's not waste time.
Let's go.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but,
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Like
Are
what?
you coming too, Sir John?
Of course.
But do you think that's a good idea? No offense, sir, but you're no great warrior.
I'm not.
Nice one, Holy
I'm
Trucker.
not just going to
Sounds
sit
good, mate.
here and wait, either.
All right, then. Let's go.
What type do they have then, Day? Are we getting on as well?
Perish. Can we go
That's
any
just
faster?
the voice they've given him,
Settle
innit?
down, son. If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't you worry. These are some sturdy hands. I promise we will save you, Ma. No one will touch a single hair on your beautiful hand.
What the hell are you babbling about?
What? Well, I'm imagining she's pretty. It makes me more willing to put my neck on the line for her.
Stop with the nonsense already. All of you, I beg you.
Oh, he's just blabbing.
Jesus.
Yapping.
I was just trying to lighten the mood.
Waffling.
We might all kick the bucket in a short while.
I won't say anything.
Well, what about you, Henry? Why are you so quiet?
You should give it a try yourself. You might get a taste for it.
Fine then. Let's all sit here with our mouths shut for the entire trip, aye? Anyway, can't you make the horses go a little faster, Grandpa? If this carries on, somebody's going to start sobbing.
Yeah, he's always
Samuel, how...
He's always spoken like
What's
that.
the story with your mother and Martin?
Do you really want to talk about this right now?
It may be the last chance we get. We could both be dead in a while.
All right. But like I said, I never actually knew Martin. He once came to Kuttenberg and fell in love with my mother. But she is the daughter of a rabbi. Obviously, she could not marry a goy.
And tonight, you will see why.
If you want, Mummy will surely tell you more. If we can get there in time.
Let's fast travel.
We better hurry up.
All right. Schnell! Schnell!
Right, so much for hurrying up. Jesus Christ, what a journey.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sheol.
There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough. Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the passageway.
I would be happier if we could do without it.
Go on then, mate. Don't be shy.
As punishment for our many sins.
Our sins?
Killed our savior.
What did you just say?
Nothing, I'm just blabbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up, little kurva. My arse is getting numb. I heard something. So, do you hear anyone?
If they managed to get all the way here, it is all over.
No, I think... I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving.
Fortunately, we've got Henry in his war kit.
We should split up here.
Should be ready for
Me
anything.
and the rabbi will go this way to the shul. We have to take the Torah and warn everyone. What about us? You keep going straight ahead and then to the left. You'll get right to the King Solomon Tavern. Gather up all the secret documents and wait for us. Shouldn't someone come with you, just in case? How about Kubienka here? Henry and I can handle it.
Well, if you insist.
Was that all the contempt you could muster up?
Well, good luck. We'll see you up there. We have to go this way. Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
How can a few pieces of parchment be that important?
What a stupid
What do
question.
they contain, anyway?
I wish it told
Nothing
you
very
what the question was
pleasant
going to
for the
be
most
that you were
part.
going to ask.
Who hates who? Who could be
The option just said
blackmailed
ask
with what?
questions. Didn't
Who's
say how
hiding
stupid they
where
were.
and why? In short, nothing I can afford to lose. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now?
Ask more stupid questions.
You afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more. I can tell you, but I admit, I was afraid every
I thought we were in a
single
rush,
time.
aren't we?
Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
I think there's someone walking up there.
Go and check it out. If they took anything down here, they mustn't get out alive. I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
Is it creep o'clock? Moses. That was his friend, wasn't it? Oh, some food for Mark. Thank you very much. I love how his title was just murderer. He didn't take anything though. I mean, like, they weren't wrong. What are we searching for? I thought he was gonna get the documents. We were just gonna go and deal with the murderer. No, we actually need to be upstairs. Okay. What are we searching for? We killed the murderer. An unpleasant surprise was waiting for us at the inn. Someone must have got in. I need to search the place and secure it. Okay, well, it seems secured, unless there's someone else somewhere. But this place isn't exactly huge. Just clear the house. So I guess we just head outside. Oh, there's more floors. Okay. I thought it was just the exit. I was ready to get out.
But it'll have to be searched, otherwise Eric will flay us alive.
We've been seen. Where were you?
Do it! Fuck you!
They were having a field day. I mean, it's open. Oh god. Never mind. Doesn't look like there's anything else over here. Bro got killed in his sleep. Nothing over there. Hello Dan, how you doing, mate?
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right.
Sam, you're back already? How does it look outside?
Where did he go? He didn't go anywhere.
A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the gate.
4 of them
Oh no,
were
I
here
was
in
with the other
tavern,
guy.
too.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important. But your friends paid for it with their lives.
What?
I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. Eric must have sent them. What about your mother? Is she all right?
She is, thank God. I told her to get ready, and we would come for her right away.
I'm really sorry about your friends. We got here too late.
There was nothing you could do. Benaves amardes. This Eric is really pissing me off. I've never laid eyes on him, yet I cannot wait to wring his neck.
Well, there'll be plenty of time for that later. We have to go now.
I'm sure Mama is waiting for us. We have to take her to the shul.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no one else can get in.
But sir, if any more of them come here,
I can take care of myself. Now go.
I've got a strong feeling he's gonna end up dead. So the game gets really fun, eh? Alright. Sounds like it's all about to kick off. I mean, it kinda has already.
They climbed over the wall. One of them must
What were we meant to be doing? Okay, just follow inside now.
have head grade.
get up. We have to get to the shul fast.
I can't.
Don't worry. I'll help you. Henry, go and get Mommy. She will be in that house on the left. Bring
This
her
one?
here.
Oh, Himmel! What's the matter? Where's Sam?
Don't worry, ma'am. He sent me to take you to him.
Mein Gott! What happened to him?
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded.
He's right outside your window, darling.
Let's go now.
Literally
We're
right
out of
outside your
time.
window.
Wait! Who are you anyway?
My name is Henry, and I'm a friend of Sam's. I was the one who warned him Sigismund was coming for you.
Thank you. I just hope we can escape before...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back. It might be safer there.
What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe.
He was just casually standing there.
We have to get to the synagogue. But how?
Through the backyard. Follow me.
Are we not gonna like help him out? Saw
Watch
that
out!
already.
They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them!
I already had a crossbow. I don't even know. Get down then. Wow, that was long-winded.
Baruch Hashem, they're gone. We have to keep going. Through the
I only
yard.
took one down. Okay.
Leave us alone! That is Judith and Lev. Can you help them?
Where are they? Oh my god, you don't have time for that, bro. Oh, it's too late.
Help me with him!
Because he took so long getting out his bloody crossbow.
Keine Gnade! Pray, you bastard! Ah, sehr gut!
I know, right, nerds? Can't see a thing. Where did she go? She just left us.
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
Come on, men!
Help me then.
Nothing, or you'll be sorry. You! The place is clear now. Come inside.
Hurry up.
Mummy, are you all right?
I'm fine. But what about you, Mankin?
I'm still alive. We can talk later. Now, we have to go. We are here!
They are moving way too slowly.
Catch them all now!
Come on!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? Rather slaughter women and the defenseless?
Let's go! What's going on up there?
He is pissing himself. What a fool.
Go inside. Quick. To the fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No, I just don't want to die here alone. There they are. Well, now we're really fucked.
We mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back. For how long, though? As long as we need to.
Oh my god.
God made it. You'll soon be meeting
I really hope we don't kill like several by accident. It's happened too many times.
God will forgive you. Get him! Show your stuff.
Double teamed as usual.
And now you'll mind. This is for our Lord! This is for our Lord!
Are you sure? Oh god. Did too much too fast.
All the ladies will see this, and you'll soon be meeting my dad. Damn it!
Stamina come back up a little bit. Play this strategically. Trying to find the other guy, but the target will not come off this fella. And the guy got a laser sword. I looked like a laser for a second. He will not go down.
Show what you're made of.
God demands it! Too slow!
Oh, what a hit.
Come on! Everyone's inside!
Henry, come on! Let's go!
I'd rather not think about it. So rather not.
God more me.
Let's go. It's this way.
Slaughter.
Damn. That was a close shave. I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
Oh my god. Is Mutt still at Rabosh? I think we might be, you know. That's why we told him to stay. My horse can't get here. What about my dog? Interesting.
There's nothing we can do. Don't worry, even if that happens.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, lad. I thank you for everything.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Mein Gott, boy. Have you not helped us enough already? Now we have to manage on our own.
I know this might not be the best time, but... do you think we could talk about Martin?
What? You know my Martin?
I do. He's, well... he's my father.
Borjasem!
I mean, not actually by blood. But he raised me.
Mein Sis Kindele. Tell me. How is he?
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh. Tehena Shutzurara, it's Roy Hayem.
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma and... well, they both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others first. At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
I'm sorry I don't have better news to give you.
Do not worry about it. I am just sad he died before he could meet Samuel.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Do not worry. We were just talking about Martin.
How did you meet Martin, if I may ask?
It was such a long time ago. He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town, but there was no place among your people, so he tried his luck in our quarter.
And that's where he met you?
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a goy blacksmith. And Martin wouldn't stop looking at me all night. Then it went schlag auf schlag.
So what happened that made Martin leave you?
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a goy is isur deoreisa, forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other, until one day, I was ubore.
That means pregnant.
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to avoid the shame. So he did not miss a beat and took me out of town in secret. I did not even have time to tell Martin the news. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. But my husband died. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted it.
Did Martin not go looking for you when you suddenly disappeared?
People said he did go looking for me, even as far as Colin, but he did not find out anything at all.
If only he had gone all the way to Prague.
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not have been enough. Father would have hidden me somewhere else.
And did you ever go looking for Martin?
I feel like asking if she married anyone else is a bit
no
of a
one
weird question
remembered
to ask.
anything. Or they chose not to. That was probably my father's doing too. And I could not just leave and go looking for him around the world. I had to take care of someone. That was the most important thing.
All right. That's about it.
Before you go, tell me, what was Martin like as a father?
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Especially in the forge, he worked me hard. I dream about him quite often. About that last day and what he said to me while we were forging a sword together. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that blacksmithing might be a dull job, but I keep my head on my neck.
He was absolutely right.
Well, look at me now.
You saved all our lives. Martin would be proud of you. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but... well, I never thought I'd have a brother, even if not related by blood.
Well, I did not expect that either. And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not know how today would have ended. What are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den. To Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what to do next.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen. I do not want anything to happen to them on the way.
Everything should be all right now.
Take care of yourselves, dear brother. I will see you this time tomorrow at the Devil's Den.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
It's very atmospheric, you know. They've got the atmosphere spot on. Now I'm just thinking I'm gonna finish off the 5th commandment quest and then maybe continue one of the main ones.
Greetings to you.
That was a very eventful little portion. Since when did Henry become so light on his feet?
That's true. Who's that? What are you poking around that door? I'll tell you.
No fucking good
That
at all.
drawer? Why's open the door? What's he waffling about?
Greetings.
You won't find any mushrooms growing here, so you can go now.
What's his problem? Move.
That's it. And next time, don't go creeping around here where you don't belong.
It's just that everyone's sleeping. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to wake him up.
You won't freeze inside the chimney.
Wake up, man.
What?
It's William, right? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we
Have we
know
got
each
dressed
other?
quick?
Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry, and no, we don't know each other.
Yeah, I
and
do
you
need to
don't
do
owe
that,
me money.
ASR.
But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
Well, you don't have to, that's true. But you should. It's in your own best interest.
What are you talking about?
If you don't start giving me some answers right now, I reckon you'll end up begging in the streets. Because I'll break all your fingers, and you'll never play the lute again, you miserable minstrel.
What? No! Come on, I didn't do anything!
Stop whining and talk, or I'll be the one doing something to you.
Come on. All right then. Ask away.
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alices. You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Hello, Sep.
Her. I didn't
Yeah, I
know
know you,
I heard
Elephant.
about it.
Just can't be patient.
They say she had a rich young suitor. Do you know anything about that?
Me? Do I look rich to you? I get paid in food.
But you could at least pass yourself off as wealthy.
Or I could claim to be the Virgin Mary, but I doubt anyone would believe me.
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like it.
Oh, that one. Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her?
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself.
And I hear you knew Stanya.
Which one do you mean?
The alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, she batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
Now, the innkeeper Mole told me a different story. He said you were the one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together.
This guy is
But
very
she
sus.
was always the one who started it.
Very sus.
Before she gave you the boot for an ordinary charcoal burner.
That's not true. She'd been seeing that charcoal burner long before she met me.
And you didn't mind?
Why should I? I didn't want to marry her.
So what did you want from her then?
You're yanking my pizzle, right? Of course I wanted to fuck her, but no, we never got around to it.
Someone wanted to kill her.
What? Her? Yeah, but... What does that have to do with me? It wasn't me, and I don't know anybody who'd want to do that either.
And what about Zdena? You knew her, right?
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life.
I'd rather not,
And those
ASR. No,
nimble
thank you for the offer,
fingers.
though.
You always had to check your purse around her.
Did she steal something from you?
A traveling minstrel doesn't have much to steal, but she was well aware of that. She was on the lookout for some better prey.
Well, Zdena's days of stealing are over.
They caught her. I told her she'd be better off traveling the world with me.
And worse, someone killed her. It's been a while now.
So her too? Jesus Christ.
I'm afraid so.
It's bad luck.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. Though it should have occurred to me since you're asking about her.
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
There were lots. Anyone she thought was rich enough who let her ply her charms for a while. Like young von Groller. When he started coming here, she got to him right away. Said she was gonna rob him blind.
And might she have stolen a ring from him?
I don't know. I had to disappear before she succeeded. Look, why are you asking me about all this? You don't seriously think I killed her, do you?
Well, you did know them all.
And? I'm surely not the only one.
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser, and they were all pretty girls. And now, they're dead.
But I had nothing to do with it!
Why is he getting angry for?
So you didn't do anything to them?
No! Why would I? What would I get out of it? It doesn't make any sense. It goes against God.
You dare invoke God?
I admit, I'm no saint, but for Christ's
I do
sake,
believe
I'd
him.
never
I do
kill
believe him.
anybody.
I believe him.
Good. I believe you. But if any clue leads me back here to you, I won't give you a second chance.
You won't hear about me again.
Check out
I
this new
swear
name,
to God.
Bangrola.
What are you doing back here?
What's that I hear?
What's that I hear? Right, where to next? Okay, we need to go to Lumia. I think I need to leave this place so before I can travel.
Praise God.
I do we need some sleep, you know? We haven't slept.
Good day.
Where's Lumia at?
Oh, please.
There he is. Let's invade his privacy. There is no privacy around Henry. Doors will stay open as well.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
Not that I can
She
recall,
came to see
sir.
me soon after
Not
you
that I
did,
can recall.
and started asking
I
me
might have.
questions. Just like you.
It's TSW.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
I hope they don't
didn't
ask
do all
like
this
me.
for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
Well, I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Yarka started working for the von Grolla family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with
Von
Von
Groll,
Grolls?
yeah, that's the second time they popped up.
Wealthy and important
For two of the
family.
girls. It's
The
one of
mother
it's someone from
is
that
quite
family.
devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Groller's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel.
It's him.
They say
It's
he's
Hendel.
quite successful.
That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer
Hendel.
is.
It's Hendel.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner.
Oh my god, that's a lot of
She
information.
said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring. Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop. She said no.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him. Or he gave a different name, or...
I don't think Father
She really
Prokop
wants it
is
to be
the
him,
type
innit?
to frequent the worst tavern in Kuttenberg.
He doesn't have the strength for it. He's an old man.
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad
How would I know the
girl is
answer to that
alive.
question?
Me
Yeah,
too.
so-
At least someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her.
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
Wait, so I could have taken that? I didn't even see that. I just saw her body there. We took the ring that was inside her.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type who never got too close.
That doesn't fit in with the previous murders.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
That whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body? That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself, or someone shoved it in her.
That's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
I suspect one of the von Grolles.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
Rebelling.
That's possible.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young von Grolla fits both descriptions.
True, true.
We could be getting somewhere.
Zdeno was followed by someone on a horse. Von Grolla could afford a horse.
And he said
That's
he
not
was
so
wealthy.
sure, is
Wealthy
it?
type.
And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
Zdeno robbed von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young von Groll?
Well, old von Grolla can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young von Grolla?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you wanna search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in?
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones, or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
I guess then we'll clean up our look first. Or if he's looking for a swordsman, the way Henry's looking right now kind of fits that description. But we'll clean up a little bit. We do need a wash.
Jesus Christ, be brave.
Infiltrating the house was a lot. I was gonna say it's a lot simpler. But you know what? I just remembered Henry can do. Henry's done healing before. He healed that guy when we went to get Dry Devil's friends at one point. So we'll go there as a physician.
Is this the house of the von Grolle family?
Yes?
Why has I got a star beside it? Why has I got a star beside it? Nothing's set in stone yet, ASR. Nothing's guaranteed. It's possible. Why has it got a star beside it? It makes me want to click it. It makes it be like, it makes it out to be like the right answer, if that makes sense. I'll do that one, even though I didn't intend to.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Master Menhard from Frankfurt sent me to train young Master Hendel in sword fighting.
I'm sorry, but I know nothing about it.
Are you telling me I'm not expected? The Master Swordsman won't be pleased.
No, this is surely my mistake. Please, come in. Go to the courtyard. You'll have more than enough room there. I'll send the young master to you immediately. Care, friend.
Excuse me?
Get out of the way then.
God bless you.
So we need to have a little sniff around now, innit? I'm actually going to train him as well. We need to find his room. We'll have a little clean so that we don't smell. And look fairly presentable. I know his room's not going to be here, but I'm just curious as to if it leads into the tunnels or not. We've been here. I've been here. I'm certain I've been here. It feels very familiar. We're meant to meet in the courtyard, so I guess I'll try and avoid that in case it triggers a cutscene. Ah, that leads to the tunnel. So there's 2 ways into the tunnels. Thought it would have been a simple one. Can you pass? Okay, she's frozen in time. Yeah, actually. Yeah. I was thinking more so doing so like at night when they were all sleeping. But yeah, I guess it could be a lot simpler than that. Is this his room? Oh my god, I did not mean to jump. Gosselin. Is that him? They just keep referring to him as young Von Grohl. We need clues. I think we low-key got what we were looking for, you know. I guess this is it. Trophies for victims is crazy. What a little weirdo.
Hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
I can hear someone walking around. So we were right. Nothing else I can see worth taking. Can't climb that. Okay, can't even train him. I was thinking we'll finish up our little investigation and then go and train him. There was a lot of ladies wearing them, but I think the only thing that we actually needed to find for the quest was the trophies. ASR. So I think we're good.
He couldn't feel his left arm.
I wonder who the other guy was then that we knocked out.
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did.
He looked very young
in
to
the
be
young
his
lord's
father.
room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
To be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's gonna get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years.
What if it goes
Then
wrong and he
we'll
actually
tell
kills
them
her?
where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off you.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Get rid of her. Disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel
Strumpet.
never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin.
He has no shame. This water's completely warm
I'll
now.
give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
She did her part, to be fair. Honestly. That sounds like the sound alert I've got.
I've come to talk with you.
Is he
Where's
Hendel?
Hendel? You wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Hit that bitch, you fool!
Go on. How was he so slow to get him?
No chance.
Has he given up?
Before I finish you off, I have to ask, why the fuck did you kill them?
I'll tell you. But you aren't going to like it.
I'm listening.
Because it's the right thing to do.
What's right about murder?
All those whores had it coming.
You know that's not true. Stan, you hardly knew Hendel, and you still tried to kill her. How many of the others had the same story?
Rubbish. I saw it with my own 2 eyes, and not just me. He might have met the alehouse wench by chance, but they were intimate together. The mistress was convinced they were meeting in the evenings.
Well, she might have been convinced, but that doesn't mean she was right. That girl had a sweetheart.
That's even worse. He surely wasn't a rich and important person like Master Hendel, and she would even cheat on our master with him? Disgusting.
Confess, then. How many of them did you kill altogether?
Not enough! There's
What a
always
villain.
more who deserve it. They climb out of their holes like rats and infect respectable families. Just like that companion of yours. She certainly sins as much as she breathes, the lured whore.
Oh, you're completely mad. My God.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain. It's a deadly sin.
Then I suppose we'll be meeting in hell one day.
Yeah, let the law have him.
Don't worry. I'm not going to kill you. I'll hand you over to the city law.
I'm not worried, I'll have you know. My conscience is clear. They were all nobodies anyways. The bailiff should thank me for cleansing his city of them.
Oh, shut your mouth already. Don't make me regret
So
my
the ones that
decision.
were gutted, were pregnant. Where's the way out? Oh, they're below.
No, Catherine, we have to take her to the bailiff.
Catherine, wait.
What should I wait for?
Catherine's on
I'm
smoke.
gonna cut that bitch's
South
throat.
London and
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum.
Shut up.
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent. Nothing. You can't keep me here. Let me go. I'm a woman of worth.
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your
Not
own
even
son
saying.
didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls who were...
Who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their
Probably his
hair?
own little collection.
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his. So we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did you kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those whores knew what awaited them. To put the fear of God in them.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own two eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
I'd better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell, all of you.
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go
Little
before the
smoke.
court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let
She
her
is
live?
kind of. She
But
is
that's
kind
not
of.
justice.
Sorry.
It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
You know what? As she took matters into her own hands, we'll take matters into our own hands. Because realistically, what Catherine said was right. She's from a wealthy family, and she could just easily get let off. That wouldn't be very fair.
Lumiere, listen to her. If we don't deal with her ourselves, and then they let her go, then... Do you want to have that on your conscience?
I mean, how could I live with myself if we kill her in cold blood?
I'll show you justice. You're all going to end up in hell.
Your
Can't you
conscience
slice her
will
up, man?
remain clear. You
Slice
won't
her
be
up.
the one killing her.
But still, if we don't punish her according to the law, then we ourselves deserve to be punished by the law.
Huh. We aren't the ones walking around the city killing random women. On the contrary, we're making sure no more will die.
All those whores. Hell. Lucifer everywhere. Fire and brimstone.
It's
Slice her,
just
man.
not right.
It isn't right, but it's necessary.
All right, all right. Do it then. But I wash my hands of it.
No! Don't you dare! You hellspawn! No!
Got her. Reputation lost.
Well, now someone has to explain everything.
Not me. I'd rather just get out of here.
I'll go. I'll explain everything. And you, Henry, wait for me at home, all right?
Fine.
The time people hating her would
I'll
not
wait
have been
at
enough.
Good, good.
That's not justice.
I hope I don't end up in total disgrace.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself.
Don't come back on it
Will
now.
you just be quiet for a while?
As you wish.
What's the purpose of this?
But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Tell us, Lumiere. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
And what did they say to you? About the murderer and the body?
What do you think? They were shocked. And Thaddeus still tried to weasel out of it, but it didn't work.
That's good, the dirty swine.
Then he tried to blame everything on Mandalina, but that didn't help him. If not for him, none of those girls would be dead.
So? They're gonna break him on the wheel?
He'd certainly deserve it. But I think they're more likely to hang him quietly, to keep people from talking about how a murderer was running around and nobody noticed.
Yes, it's true. If they had tried more, then maybe...
But he'll be dead, and we'll finally have some peace and quiet. For which I am terribly glad.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumiere?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I might have...
He's been persecuted already. They're gonna
I
hang
should have
him.
pitied those girls.
servant.
And not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I
Oh, right.
have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
I think she wanted to, I'm not even asked that question. I think she wanted to know, like, the outcome.
Well, let's go our separate ways.
It would be nice to
Thank
let her
you,
know.
lad. You prevented future murders.
But I don't
You
remember
also
where the
saved me.
charcoal place
And
was.
for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are, as a keepsake. And perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Yes. Here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere, we shall certainly meet again.
A shield? Why not? We'll leave you lot to it. I think she should be good now.
What the hell? How come it's open?
It's night time. It's night time. What? Oh, I don't remember what time it was that we needed to be here. I'm gonna make my way there now. Maybe wake up at like 4:30. Flee. She's gonna be sleeping. I don't think there'll be much point. I think we can put on a war outfit now, just in case. With these guys, you just don't know when it's gonna kick off. But wash the blood first, though. I can. I also wouldn't be worried about not being able to do it later on. I don't see why that would be the case. And I don't even remember where the charcoal place is. That's also a problem. You know what? Let's get some shot. Let's join them. Is there a free bed around? Henry's got his room somewhere. I don't remember where it is. Sleep here. Just a little nap. Who am I meant to be talking to? Shishka.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers and the town rabble have torched the Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Fuck. Where are they now?
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next.
Well, Samuel said he wants to be around for that, and we should wait for him.
I see. But if he's gone to Colin, he won't be back till tomorrow. Oh well. At least we'll have time to get everything ready.
All right. I'll come tomorrow then.
What did it classify as tomorrow? Let's go sleep in our own beds.
Just between the two of us.
Can we start the meeting? We don't have much time.
Aye, we're all waiting for you. Right, gentlemen. I think it's clear to all of you what a shitty fucking mess we're in. We were caught off guard at Rabosh.
And they nearly fucking kill us all.
Yes, and they attacked the Jewish quarter.
Thanks a lot for reminding me. I almost forgot.
At least Henry here and Kubienka got most of the people out.
That's true. Good work, men. How did it all go down?
It was a massacre. They shot at us from the ramparts, broke through the gate. We were on the back foot the whole time.
Yeah. But we also sent a lot of the bastards to hell. They thought they'd loot and torch the whole place, but we scared them shitless.
It is nice that you found my people's suffering so entertaining. But what I want to know now is how you all intend to avenge them.
Well, what do you have in mind?
We shouldn't give up. That's the main thing.
Except that Sigismund has the League of Lords and a whole fucking army. And what do we have? Hmm? Fuck all! Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his army soon. It'd be fucking mad to try on anything big before that.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. Von Berghoff will have found and caught us by then. We have to get rid of Von Berghoff. It's because of him that we're in the situation we're in, after all.
You mean in the shit, Sir Hans? I need to mince words.
Sir Hans here is right. It's starting to piss me off the way Von Berghoff's been stringing us along all this time.
That fucker is Sigismund's right hand. So we'll chop it off.
Why kill him? You know what ransom we can get for that bastard.
Are you all fucking daft? Von Berger is holed up in Malishov, so unless any of you can fly, we can't get to him.
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like that, we'd need a dozen men, ladders, and maybe also a trebuchet or cannon.
There's no maybe about it. We'd certainly need a cannon.
So we steal the one von Berghoff used at Nebakov.
Well, why don't we just steal all the silver from the Italian court and buy our own, eh? Use your head before you open your mouth.
Hang on. Maybe Janosch's idea isn't all that bad.
How do you mean?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sigismund's military camp near Opatovitz. She told me Von Berghoff has his cannon stashed away there. But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand there. So the Prague regiment he's in charge of is going to move it to Sedlets. And it might not be that well guarded along the way.
So we'll steal it, right? We'll wait till they go through some ravine, and we'll shoot at them from the rocks. The way you did to us before Nebakov.
I see you've learned something from me. But it's not that simple. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the Pragas, so he can keep an eye open and tell us when they're moving out.
And if we succeed? What then? There's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take Malishov.
There's not much we can achieve on our own.
But show me the fool who'd want to join us.
There's always a few mercenaries around, right?
How are you going to pay them, eh? I sure as fuck haven't got the coin.
That's enough! Von Berghoff has to die. Painfully. And above all, as soon as possible. And if there are not enough of you, this might help.
Well, well. That's a sight for sore eyes. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier? We could have saved ourselves a lot of blathering.
Take it. I mean, we can't accept that. Of course
we
we
really
can.
appreciate it, son. Believe me.
And we won't mind if you've got a couple of more purses like that.
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. I know a few mercenaires in this part. They may not be the La Cavalerie Royale, but for such a purse, they will gladly tear Malishov down stone by stone.
Ah, company of mercenaries, a surprise attack, and a cannon in reserve. We could do something with that, couldn't we?
No, not so fast. We don't have the cannon yet.
Then we'll fucking get it. We'll find a good spot for an ambush and send someone into the camp to spy on them. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon to Sedlitz, you'll send us a message via Catherine.
You know what? I'll be glad. Yeah, be glad to.
I was afraid you'd never ask.
Everyone's playing their part.
I can just see the look on von Bergov's face when we point his own cannon straight at it.
That's settled then. Henry will go to the camp. Catherine will tell you
I
all
always
you
say
need
that
to know.
option about
You'll find her in
Catherine.
the bathhouse there. In the meantime, Ada here can go to Malashov and find out how von Berkov and his people are stationed there. But look, don't touch.
Za kogo ty mnie kurwa masz?
A lot of soldiers need a lot to eat. We'll have to stock up.
I'll go hunting. This tavern's a bit cramped for my liking as it is.
And what are we going to do?
We're going to prepare a warm welcome for the Pragas.
What do you say, Sir Hinek?
Well, what the fuck are you all sitting here for? Didn't you hear? The fun's about to start!
Pardon, Henry.
Right. Let's try and go find Charcoal Lady, and then I'll call it there. I think I'm gonna call this. Oh, I'm gonna end the TikTok one here. If you're on TikTok and you want to continue watching, please come over to either Twitch, twitch.tv/LWDadnan, or YouTube, youtube.com/LWDadnan. I'm gonna end the Twitch one because my phone is dying, and that's all I'm using is a camera for some reason because I can't use my webcam. And yeah, so yeah, catch you another time. Peace. Right, let's go and find the charcoal place and go from there. I hope it's marked on the map because I actually don't remember at all where it was. Like, I don't remember whether it was south, north. I remember we did some stuff here. It wasn't here though. Was it over here? No, that was where I remember what we were doing here. Wasn't that? This was that place we went to find out information on who is stealing the silver, if I'm not mistaken. The place where the coal places was like, it was almost like barren a little bit. This is where the vineyard was, right? I don't recognize that building. Try and Google where it is. feel like I can remember him with a mission. I just finished it. These are main quests. What the hell was it called? Okay, it's this one, the fifth commandment. So it says about Stanya, but it doesn't say like where. Right, I'm looking at a quick walkthrough. Oh, I'm getting heartburn for some reason. Okay, it's somewhere. It's here. It's these ones.
Hey, Henry, over here.
How does he know Henry's name?
Henry!
What is it you want?
You must be Henry.
Yes, I am.
Well, I've got a message from Master Chenyak for you. Go and see him in the Ole as soon as you can.
What does he want?
Well, I don't know. I was just told to find you and give you the message.
That's gonna be interesting. Mutt is still chilling in that castle somewhere.
Go! Go!
Should stay in here, I think.
Just a bit more.
Greetings.
Stanya, I have good news for you. We caught the murderer.
What? Really? Who was it?
It was the von Groller's servant. He was ordered to do so by the young lord's mother.
What kind of nonsense is that? I don't even know her.
That doesn't matter. She thought you were consorting with her son. and decided to kill you.
But I hardly even talked to him. But thank you. Now maybe I'll feel better. I won't wake up at night thinking I hurt someone. I won't feel those fingers around my neck.
Nice. We've brought peace to someone. Henry's finally done something good. And I'm gonna do something good by giving myself a rest and a break. So thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Keep an eye out for a possible stream later on. Keep an eye on the Discord for any announcements regarding that. If there won't be anything tonight, then there'll definitely be, well, I say definitely, there should be a stream tomorrow. Same time today. I don't even know what I'm streaming tomorrow. Check the Discord under the schedule. You'll see it there. And so whenever our next stream, until then, have a lovely rest of your days. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Health is wealth. Jesus Christ loves you all. And until the next one, peace out.